Alright, in this video we're going to be changing the manual transmission fluid in a 2002 Honda Civic SI EP3. And for this we're going to be using a 3/8 inch wrench, ratchet, 17mm jack stands, and a drain pan of course. And then we're using 2 quarts of Pennzoil synchro mesh. Some people get the Honda manual trans fluid. Your mileage may vary. I heard good stuff with this. I've used it in the past in other vehicles, so I'm using it on this one as well. And the first thing you're going to want to do is jack the vehicle up evenly and then put jack stands on it, take off your driver's side wheel. And the reason we're doing this is because the drain plug is right down there. The little, just fit a ratchet in there. And then the fill plug is right over there. You can see my socket on it. So the first thing you're going to want to do once you get it jacked up is crack open that fill plug. And I can get to it from my engine bay because I don't have a factory airbox. So I'm going to do it from up here. I'm just going to get a breaker bar and crack it loose. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Alright, so I got my breaker bar on there, the 17mm on the fill plug. I'm going to crack it loose. The reason I'm doing this is so that, let's say I go ahead and drain all the fluid and then this bolt is seized or strips or something like that, then I'm screwed. So you got to do this first. Smart way to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this bad boy open. There we go. I'd use the breaker bar. I'd recommend it because it seemed like it was a little tight and you saw a bunch of rust fly up. So yeah. Now that I got that cracked loose, I'm going to go ahead and put the drain pan under it and drain the fluid. Alright, so right now I've got a long extension in the breaker bar and the wheel well here. And you can see the nut, the bolt arm on there for the drain. So I'm going to go ahead and crack it open. Here's another angle of it draining, in case you wanted to see exactly where the hole is. But yeah, this is gear fluid, so it's draining very slowly, so yeah. Alright, while that's draining, I'll show you here. Here's the drain plug, and here's the fill plug. And they've each got crush washers on them. I didn't order these ahead of time, probably should have. So what I'm going to do right now, run to the auto parts store, see if they have any universal ones, like in a little, kit or something along those lines. See if they have something that'll match up with these. Otherwise, I'm just going to reuse them. I have in the past. Haven't had issues, but it's good practice to get new ones. So yeah, I'm going to go check it out and see what I can find. Alright, so it finished up draining, and I went ahead and put it back in, put the drain plug back in, snugged it up. I wasn't able to find any of those crush washers, so next time I change it, I'm just going to order some. They had a couple that were close, but not quite right, so yeah. Got that in, tightened up, so I'll show you how we go ahead and fill her up. Alright, so essentially what I'm going to be doing to fill it up is I put a hose down into the drain, or into the fill plug there, put in as far as it can go. I got the hose long enough, and the hose is going to go right onto this here, so I'm going to clip the tip, little nipple here, clip it. I'm going to pop this guy right onto it, tilt it up, fill it up that way. I do have a fluid pump. It's a little messier. I want to hoping this weighs a little bit cleaner, but I guess we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fill it up right now. It should take 2 quarts exactly, roughly. Could be a little more, could be a little less, but that's what I've read online, so we'll see. If it starts coming out of the fill plug, then you know you're full. So there you go. Alright, so the first way I did this was painfully slow. So what I did is use the one I just did now, cut a hole in the top, and I'm just going to pour it in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, not sure how well you can see, but there's a little bit dripping out now of the fill plug, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it and start tightening it back up. You can kind of see, I don't know, it's terrible angles for this, but you can see it's coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that. Alright, so I went ahead and snugged up the filler plug, put in my 2 quarts up until it started overflowing a little. So plugged it up, should be good to go. I'm just going to double check, make sure I tighten down them enough to fill in the drain plug. But yeah, overall this is a very easy job to do. Don't need a lot of tools or a whole lot of fluid. Doesn't really make a mess either the way I did it. So yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just leave them in the comment section. Thanks.